Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Clear and Concise. In this video, we are going to learn how to determine the overall error of a given multivariable function. In this problem, Q is a multivariable function which depends on three quantities Q1, Q2 and Q3 related such that Q is equals to K times Q1 power N1, Q2 power N2, Q3 power N3. Here Q1, Q2, Q3 are independent variables. Capital Q is dependent variable because it depends on Q1, Q2 and Q3, and K, N1, N2, N3 are some constants. Now we need to determine overall error del Q by Q. Del Q by del Q by Q is also known as relative error or overall error. Particularly this term del Q is total error of function Q. It is total error of function Q. This total error is somewhat similar to the total differential of a function. Now let's understand how to determine the total differential of a function. For that, let's consider a function f which depends on variables u, v, w. Now the total differential of function f df can be given as dou f by dou u times du plus dou f by dou v times dv plus dou f by dou w times dw. These terms dou f by dou u, dou f by dou v, dou f by dou w are partial differentiation of function f with respect to each independent variable, that is u, v and w, and these terms du, dv, dw are differentials of variables u, v and w. Now if we write this total differential in terms of errors, now del f is total error of a function f, which is defined as dou f by dou u times del u plus dou f by dou v times del v plus dou f by dou w times del w. Here dou f by dou u, dou f by dou v, dou f by dou w are same partial differentiation of function f with respect to u, v, w, but these functions del u, del v and del w are errors in the variables u, v and w respectively. Now if we apply this formula in order to calculate total error of function q, then del q equals to dou capital Q by dou q1 times del q1 plus dou capital U, dou q by dou q2 times del q2 plus dou q by dou q3 times del q3. Now let's find partial differentiation of function q with respect to q1, q2 and q3. Then substitute that in this equation in order to obtain total error del q. So first find partial differentiation of q with respect to q1, that is equals to dou by dou q1 of k times q1 power n1, q2 power n2, q3 power n3. While we are determining the partial differentiation of a variable, we treat other variables as constants. For example, here we are finding out the partial differentiation of function q with respect to q1. So we treat q2 and q3 as constants. So if we take out constants from the differentiation, then k times q2 power n2, q3 power n3 times the partial differentiation of q1 power n1 with respect to q1. Now, by using derivative of x power n with respect to x is given as n times x power n minus 1. By using this formula, the above equation can be written as k times q2 power n2, q3 power n3 times n1 into q1 power n1 minus 1. Now we know a power m minus n is equals to a power m by a power n. By using this formulation, we can rewrite this as k times q2 power n2, q3 power n3, n1 times q1 power n1 by q1. That is equals to q times n1 by q1, q times n1 by q1. Similarly, for dou q by dou q2, you will get q times n2 by q2. For dou q by dou q3, you will get q times n3 by q3. You can try that by using similar methodology. If you don't get, you please comment. I'll give the detailed solution further. Now let's substitute the values obtained for partial differentiations in the previous equations of total error. Total error del q is given by dou q by dou q1 times del q1 plus dou capital Q by del q2 times del q2 plus dou capital Q by dou q3 times del q3. Now, from the previous slide, we have dou q by dou q1 equals to q times n1 by q1, and del q1 comes here as it is del q1 plus for dou q by dou q2, we have q times n2 by q2 and del q2 as it is comes here, plus for dou q by dou q3, we have q times n3 by q3 times del q3. Now, throughout this equation, q is there in every term, q here, q here, q here. So now we can take out q and rewrite this as q times n1 times del q1 by q1 plus n2 times del q2 by q2 plus n3 times del q3 by q3. Dividing both sides with q, we will get del q by q is equals to n1 del q1 by q1 plus n2 del q2 by q2 plus n3 del q3 by q3. So the required relative error or overall error del q by q is equals to n1 times del q1 by q1 plus n2 times del q2 by q2 plus n3 times del q3 by q3. The correct answer is option A. Thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos. If you didn't get any part of this video, please comment here with the video. I'll try to make it clear. Thank you.